Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Steelers going up against the Ravens. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. But I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the former Purdue Boilermaker. It's Drew Brees.
Drew Brees prepares as well as any quarterback, I believe, in NFL history. Meticulous in his preparation, diligent. This guy studies everything, works through everything, and will not leave the facility until he's satisfied each and every practice day.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Brees will try again on second down. Finding time. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Telvin Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. On third and long, it's Brees. And that is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's fourth down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. Right through him.
Boom, bam, biff.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
In 2015, he had one of the great seasons ever by a quarterback in the NFL. A threat to throw it, a threat to run it, became a terrific leader, and led his team to a Super Bowl appearance.
They come out here in the eye. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 50, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Now a first down throw for Newton. It's complete. This is Brent Selleck. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Ravens a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there and doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level, you end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Here's Newton. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And here we go on first and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on second and goal. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. Newton looking to throw on third and 1. Got a man, it's caught for the Ravens touchdown. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, it was third and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And it's up and good. We'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter in the books. It's a close game here early on. We're back to Baltimore after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Left side caught by Matthews. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, it's Gurley. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. We're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The one running back is Gurley. On first down, Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now it's Newton, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And they're going to... Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Scobie now, kicking away after the made field goal. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
On first down, Breeze surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They come out here in the I. A final shot before the break. Newton. And Matt Spaeth has it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Ravens are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Steelers won't panic either. They know they just need to take it 1 play at a time. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Steelers opening drive will once again sack the QB. This will go for a loss of 7. Third and goal. Newton's looking for a mark in the end zone, capping off an 8-play drive with a TD. The Ravens take the early lead. Now to late in the second. They're going to come away with another sack here. This one ends up as a loss of 11. And with that, we'll wrap up our halftime report and head back out now to M&T Bank Stadium for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Newton now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Play clock winding down. Back to throw, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They fake the give. Newton. And Selleck here, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the offense has it first and 10. On first down, it's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tahir Whitehead leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
To throw on second down is Newton. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Levante David in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey. We got three down.
The one running back is Gurley. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Ten yards still left on second down. They come out here in the eye. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Charles, the lone setback. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And taken right on the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And now here come the Ravens. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Ready? We got three, fellas. We got three.
On first down, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Second down now after the incompletion. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch Eddie.
Newton throwing again. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now, it's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Throwing again is Newton. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And it's second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They come out here in the eye. They run. It's Gurley. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it third and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Newton now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Terrence Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. following the touchdown. Josh Scobie now will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, Breeze. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. Third down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now Breeze on third down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Matthews has it right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now, Breeze again. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And this one caught by Coates. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they've put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. And On 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Charles. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The one running back is Gurley. Throwing here, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Second and 10, Newton again. And Salek here, left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They try right side here, Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. Now the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're going to speed things up here. Breeze now on 1st down. He's got time. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Finding time. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Play action. Breeze surveying the field. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Now, Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now Breeze, got to have this one. He's got time in the pocket. Holmes has got it complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Ravens, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say.